Welcome to Simply Cooking with Sue. Today we're going to make lasagna. So once again we're taking that marinara sauce with meat in it and we're going to create lasagna. There is two kinds of pasta and I just found this one. It's probably been on the market for a little while, but I just found it. This is pre-cooked lasagna, so you don't have to cook it ahead of time, the pasta. You can start your pasta dish with it right away. The good part is if you make your lasagna ahead of time, the regular pasta you could still use because if you cook it for an hour, it softens up the pasta so you don't actually need to buy this kind of pasta, but we're going to use this today. So first of all, I just take some of the sauce and I spread it on the bottom of the dish. And the reason I do this is so it won't stick. There we go, we've lined the dish. Okay, now I take my pasta and I'm going to put down 3 sheets. The next thing I do, I get some more of the marinara and I put it right on top of the pasta. And remember how I was telling you on another segment how I always make extra pasta? Because if I don't want to make the lasagna this way, I call it my mock lasagna. I just take any kind of pasta, put down the marinara sauce just like I did, and then I just layer it exactly like I did with lasagna. What I try to do is make sure whatever I have in the refrigerator I use up. That's always my goal at the end of the week, to make sure that I really utilized everything in the refrigerator, because in the times that we're at, it really helps stretch your dollar. Okay, now this is ricotta cheese. I like ricotta cheese. Some people don't. If you don't want to put it in, you don't have to put it in. You can actually put more meat in here if you want. You could put vegetables in here. You could put sausage in here. Whatever you want. Just layer it on through. That's all good. There we go. Next, we're going to put the mozzarella. Layer it on through, pretty heavy because I like mine gooey. I don't know about you, but once again, it's to taste, whatever you like. Okay, then I take my shredded mozzarella and I just sprinkle it.
Parmesan.
Or Parmesan. Thank you, John. You can tell we've been working together for a while. There we go. Then I'm going to take my pasta. I'm going to layer it the opposite way this time. There we go. Very simple. And I get my sauce again. Put it on top. This smells really good. And if you could see how many dishes I've actually created out of this big spot of spaghetti. One thing about spaghetti sauce though, it's not real forgiving. You gotta be careful not to splash or what you have on. That's why I wear an apron a lot of times when I'm cooking, because I make a mess. I'll go a little bit more there. Okay, now we're going to take the ricotta cheese again and just dollop. There we go. All right. Now I will take my mozzarella. Once again, be generous. I don't know, there's something about Italian food. It just makes you feel like comfort food, I think. And then we got our Parmesan. Okay. And then we'll do one more layer. This way. There you go. Okay. And then you just repeat. Lasagna is actually very easy. What takes a long time to cook though, to make your sauce, is the longer you have it cook, the more the flavors get intense. So just remember that. That's why I make such a big pot of it, because it freezes really well also. Okay, it's going to be my last layer. Put that off. Put this over here. We'll put the ricotta cheese. Okay, so we put it into our preheated oven, and it takes about an hour, and we're ready to go. Okay, I just took the lasagna out of the oven, and it smells wonderful. So I'm going to cut into it. A lot of times the first piece that you get out is the hardest, so I'm going to go around the edges. Cut. There we go. There we go. And I went into the refrigerator and I had a little tiny bit of spinach left. So I'm going to put that over here. And you know, once you just start playing with this, it's so much fun. And then I had a leftover tomato. So I'm going to garnish with the tomato. And then what I did is I'm going to take chunks of real Parmesan cheese. This was the last of my cheese. Little chunks of it. There we go. And then I'm just going to put on just a tiny bit of balsamic vinegar. Put on a tiny bit of oil. There we go, and let me get some salt and pepper. I'll be right back. Some fresh salt, and a little bit of pepper, and now you have it. It's an edible garnish. It's actually a small salad. I'm gonna take a little sip of wine because I deserve it. That's really good. You know, when I was talking to you about being a gourmet cook, you can see I'm not a gourmet cook. I know my friends all think that I am, and it's all about your presentation. When my dad talked to me about white dishes, he was so right. It looks so much better on white dishes. And really the things that I utilized in this were actually leftover spinach that I had, a leftover tomato that I had, some Parmesan cheese. It looks great on the side of it. I told you why I plate things up, because it makes it look good, but it's less dishes that I have on the table for cleanup. So once again, I hope that you'll be able to utilize some of these recipes, and just make sure you just have fun while you're cooking.